Hello there. So this really interesting thing happened. Yesterday, my swimming buddies explained to me about the sun and then the angle of the axis of of the earth and how the angle and all this amazing stuff. And then I went through this really interesting process of how could I teach a solstice class if I don't know the science of the solstice? How could I, what do I know? Like I don't know any of that stuff. And then I remembered that I have the land knowing. I know my son. I know, we all have our relationships, and it's not based on anything outside of ourselves. It's based on our knowing of our land, our sky, or, just all that stuff. And then I realized that in yoga, it's the same thing, that there is this intellectual idea about what it is that it should be. And then there's this amazing, vast ocean of our own inner knowing. And that's what we're cultivating here. It's how do I move to be strong with my body? How do I care for me? How do I know how not to hurt myself? How to mind my vulnerability or to excel into my strengths? Um, so we're cultivating our land of knowing in our own bodies. And yeah, that was really important. So great, come lie. Oh, come into your child's pose. Come land in. Arms are long. Your head is either resting down or resting in your hands, whatever feels good for you. And just feel the knowing in you. This incredible somatic awareness of being in a body. You can feel your hands on the floor, your feet on the floor, your belly as it tries to drop a bit more towards your thighs, the deep creaky of your spine, perhaps, or just the weight of you right now, the breath in your belly, the busy of you. You got here, how amazing. And just feel all of that. I never did Facebook. Oh, 1 second. Yeah. In my rant, I forgot. I live streamed to Facebook too, and I forgot. Entertain yourselves there for a moment, guys. There I am. Great, guys. Well done. Resting in your child's pose still, maybe. Great. And then coming all the way back. And just let yourself move slowly upwards into your cat pose. That's what ranting does to you. Slowly rounding your back. And then arching your back. Really feel the deep of you, that inner sense of your body as you move. Rounding your back. Arching your back. And again, rounding your back and arching. Nice. Bring your right foot to where your right knee was, and then draw your forehead down towards your knee. Change. Bring your left foot to where your left knee was. Bring your forehead down to your knee. And come back up. Stay at that level, or draw your forehead to your knee to your forehead, and keep your foot floating. Change. Bring your foot to the floor, or let your foot float. Forehead to your knee to your forehead. Nice. And then bring both knees to the floor. Push back. Downward dog. And just have a bit of a wiggle. Just feeling the sense of your legs, the sense of the length of you, the stretch of you. May I really like bending one knee, bending the other knee, bending both and stretching both, and it really awakens and enlivens into my legs. Nice. Walk your feet forward. Walk your hands back and bring your elbows to rest to your knees. And then reach down and bring your right fist to the floor. And then bend and straighten the right knee. Nice. Bring both elbows to your knees. Bring your left fist to the floor. And bend and straighten the left leg. Nice. And both elbows to your knees. Bring your right fist to the floor. Pull it back into lawnmower. And then bend and straighten your leg there. So your right elbow is back and you're bending and straightening your leg. Nice. Bring both elbows to your knees. Left fist to the floor. Pull it back into lawnmower. And then bend and straighten the left knee. Just warming up into the spine. Both elbows to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Come stand to the front of your mat. So reach your arms wide. Bring your palms together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor. Forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift and look forward. Hands to the floor. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back. Knees to the floor. Belly to the floor. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Look way down the beach. Your toes are lifted, bum is squeezing. Look over your right shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. Bring your right hand to the floor. Look high and far to the right. Lowering down. Bring your left hand to the floor. Look high and far to the left. And lowering down. Both elbows are pushing down. Push back. Both hands to the floor. Push back. Downward dog. And finding your length, pull your heels backwards. Nice. Step the right foot forward or and bend your knees, drop them to the floor, step your right foot forward, bring your hands down. See what you need to do. Stretch your back leg. Step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your left leg long and step it back into a lunge. Step back into a plank. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Look way down the beach. Look over your right shoulder. Look over the left shoulder. Bring your right hand, look high and far. And then bring your left hand, look high and far. Nice. Both elbows to the floor. Drop your head, lift your belly, reverse, and then push back, downward dog. Nice. Step your left foot forward or drop your knees. Step your left foot forward. Lengthen your back leg, step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. Hands come to rest in front of your chest. Come lie on your backs. So come all the way down. So your knees are in the air and your knees are together. And then your arms are going to rest. They call it like goalposts. So my elbows are straight out from my shoulders and then my hands are straight up from my elbows. And if for any reason that's really uncomfortable in your shoulders, then bring your arms straight out or bring your arms a little bit. So find a place where your arms are resting on the floor. We need them to be touching the floor. And then slowly keep both shoulders on the floor and just begin to pendulum your knees from side to side. Noticing, how do I keep my shoulders on the floor while rocking my knees? And so Really feel. So it's not about going deeply and losing the contact of your shoulders. It's about really stabilizing and managing that stability. How do I stabilize, balance, feel this limited and strong range of motion? Just feel it. After a while, your body begins to understand. It's like, oh, I get it. My shoulders are staying on the floor and my knees are moving. Nice. So bring both palms together straight up towards the ceiling. Oh no, actually don't. Keep both hands on the floor and bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Just hold on to the outside of your knee. Your right arm is in goalpost or wherever feels comfortable. And then begin to draw your knees over towards the left. And your left hand is resting on your knee. So now there's a little bit more weight. And just find the balance point where your shoulders on the floor and your knees are over towards the left. But remember, you're choosing the intensity that you're moving at right now. So if you're feeling, oh, this is too deep, then just reverse out of it. It's very easy. Choose the intensity you work at. It's like that inner knowing I was talking about at the beginning. It's like know yourself and grow yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself. Come back to center, both arms to the floor. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee and just slowly, really slowly, this is like tiny 1 inch over to the side kind of movement. Find the balance point of your left shoulder staying on the floor and your knees over towards the right. Nice. And come back up to center. Cool. Bring both feet to the floor, push your feet down, roll up along your spine. And then roll down, land on the floor. And again, rolling up, traveling up, and rolling all the way down. Super cool. So lift your feet off the floor, bring your hands to rest onto your knees. Those of you who've done other months with me will recognize this is we're going to do some ab work. So push your hands into your knees and push your knees into your hands, and there should be a sense of engagement in your abdominal muscles. Feel the push, and then keeping your elbow and your knee bent, just with your left hand touch the floor, with your left toes touch the floor. Pause there, and then come back up. Click or connect the left side, and then let the right elbow travel, let the right knee travel, keeping them bent, touch the floor, and then come back up. If that felt strong enough, stay there. Otherwise, stretch the left leg long, left arm long, and come back up. Stretch the right arm long, right leg long. At any stage, bend your elbow, bend your knee. At any stage, come up, come back up. So just begin to travel, lengthening. There's a fair amount of full body tremoring going on, I'd say, right now. And that's totally okay. Just feeling that. Traveling one more time each side. And super cool. Great. So just have both arms up towards the ceiling, both knees where they are. So you're not touching your knees anymore. So we're going to do opposites. So right arm travels down, left leg, sorry, travels down. So the opposite arm and leg are moving. Come back up. Left arm travels down, right leg travels down, and come back up. So you're not holding on to your knees anymore. You're just traveling right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Nice. One more time each side. Right arm, left leg. Nice. Left arm, right leg. Super cool. Bring both feet to the floor. Drop your arms out to the sides. Drop your knees down towards the right. Let your belly relax. Back up to center. Drop your knees down towards the left. And let your belly relax. And back up to center. So the next movement is a strong abdominal twist. So if you know, oh, I don't really feel like doing that right now, then just do the exact same twist we just did a moment ago, or do the gliding twist. Okay, just come into a floor twist with your feet on the floor. If you feel like a challenge, then lift your knees off, feet off the floor, have your knees over your hips. Bring your palms together so they're touching. Bring your left hand to the outside of the right knee. Kind of push your left hand a little bit into your knee. Nice. And now tuck your chin in and slide upwards so that your forearm is a little bit down and your head is off the floor. So stay here, okay? Or slowly lower the left toes to the floor. Stay there or stretch your left leg long. Stay here or reach your right arm overhead. Stay there or stretch your right leg up. So really finding your distance is really important with this one. Bend everything, bring it back. Drop your head down. If you're in the twist, resting, how lucky, drop your knees over to the other side. So great, bring your left hand, bring your right, back of your right hand to the outside of your left knee, and then slide down until your forearm is a little bit further down your thigh. Stay here, or let your right toes touch the floor, or straighten your right leg long, or reach your left arm overhead, or straighten your left leg. Each one of these movements adds load to the posture. So know your distance. Nice, bend everything. And lowering down, drop your feet to the floor. Slowly rolling. If you're in your twist, come back up and then just roll up and down along your spine. Super job. How cool. One more time, rolling up. And just pause on the up. Your bum is squeezing, your feet are strong, your arms are long beside you. Feel like you push a little bit extra into your heels. Just feel, what is the experience of this moment in your body? The last movements we were squeezing things in, now we're lengthening them out. I always feel very glorious when I'm lengthening out the front of my hips. Nice. Rolling all the way down and come to sit on your mat. Nice. So stretch your legs out long in front of you. And so we're going to begin by having your arms way back behind you. So we're going to do two different versions, one with your arm behind you and then one with your hands in front. But you can choose to do the second one also with your arms behind you. So bend your right knee up onto your chest and then stretch your right leg up. Bend your knee, bring your foot to the floor. Bend your left knee in and then stretch it up. Bend your knee, bring your foot to the floor. Nice. So lean as far back as you can. Bring both feet off the floor. Stretch both arms up. So you have to be maybe far back with your hands, even more. Bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor. Stretch your right leg in and out. So draw it in, stretch it out. Draw it in, stretch it out. Nice. Other side. Left leg in and out. And just feel that. A sense of stretching and moving into your leg. Cool. So stay there and do the exact same movements again. I'll guide you through them. Or sit up and either bring your fingers to the floor near the area in front of your hips or reach your hands straight forward in front of you. They're both actually very similar, the fingers on the floor and arms forward. As soon as you've come from back to forward, it's the same. So draw your right knee in and stretch it up. Bend your knee, foot to the floor. Draw your left knee in and then stretch it up. Bend your knee, foot to the floor. Both feet. Squeeze both knees in, stretch them both up. Bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor. Nice. Lift both feet off the floor, or if your hands are behind you, then leave one foot on the floor, okay? And then just lengthen and bend your right knee in and out. Just feel that. How do you squeeze your knee in and out? Nice. And then other side. Left leg in and out. Just feel it. Nice. Both feet to the floor. Wrap yourself forward, everyone. Drop your head down. Nice. Last movement. Everybody bring your hands forward. And then pull your feet in towards you and just balance on your bum. Nice. So bring your feet wide. And then like we did yesterday, tuck your right foot in and sit up tall. Bring your left foot to center Reach your fingers forward and twist towards the left. And just get long and tall towards the left, creating length in your abdominal muscles. Get taller. Get stronger in the sense of you, that deep inner knowing. So glorious. Nice. And then release. Bring both feet wide. And then tuck the left foot in. Walk the right foot a little bit over. Bring both hands forward and pull the right elbow back. And twist towards the right. Bring your left elbow down to the outside of your knee. And just get steady and strong. I said it before, and I think it every time I'm in a twist, I always feel I have to lean into my courage to get really big in a twist. And then suddenly I feel so graceful and powerful and dynamic in my spine. It's really very glorious. Somebody wrote yesterday that they felt like a goddess in the seated twists. I really get that. I feel so, gracefully powerful in this pose. Nice, and release. Nice, come lie on your back. Roll all the way down, feet to the floor. And we'll just do a brief gliding twist. So drop your knees down towards the right, glide your left knee up. And bring your feet to the floor, drop your knees to the left, glide the right knee up. One more time each side. Drop it down, glide over towards the right. And drop it down and glide over towards the left. Super cool. Bring your hands to rest your lower belly. You can drop your knees wide and the soles of your feet together. You can keep your knees bent with your feet flat on the floor. And just feel your breath into your belly. All right, just mark your inner knowing. That sense of it's not about what anybody else says you should be feeling. It's really deeply acknowledging how it is that you feel. And there's nothing logical, intellectual. It's just this knowing that you have. So as you rest here right now, just be in, without any intellectualization, just be in your body, in the sensations, in the deep of you. How glorious. Nice. So slowly bring your knees together if your knees are wide. Just squeeze your knees up onto your chest. Stretch your arms out long, maybe your legs. And then rolling over. Or if this is the evening for you, then just staying where you are. Or if you have some time this morning because it's Sunday, then stay where you are. Maybe get a blanket and rest yourself in. Thanks so much for joining me. And sorry about the Facebook glitch at the beginning. So beautiful. I'm just so loving this in my life. Thanks. I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow there'll be 7 days till the solstice. Have a great day. Ciao.